What's going on here, Con?
Polishing the turd bike, cleaning bits for the V12 Jag. So we're sort of heading towards a start video and to decide whether, you know, hopefully it's a good running engine. So just cleaning these intake manifolds, which the domino effect of this is that I now need to clean and paint and polish the rocker cover manifolds, because once these are on I can't get the rocker covers off.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're just trying to get this black paint off, which I don't know what they've put on there, some sort of enamel, but 2 rounds of paint stripper and there's still a bit more to go.
Yeah.
Just want to strip off and get it nice and shiny and bright, but anyway, it's proving to be a bit stubborn.
What's going on here, Con?
Polishing the turd a little bit more, Mike. Don't worry about if there's a little bit of a big end knock or a leaking rear main seal. You just have it looking with some polished cam covers, apparently, not rocker covers, cam covers, right?
They're beautiful. Did a good job.
I know. It's like old Ford or Chevy. Jag went to a lot of trouble to manufacture these engines. There's a lot involved in them. I'm impressed. Steel crank, cross-bolted main, right? Overhead cam. Gee. It's not the module. It's just a resistor block for the various different circuits. Value resistors. So I'm going to buy the Lucas module. Some of this Jag stuff. I made one gasket for this side out of some paper. Cut one gasket. Everything about these motors is quite expensive. I should find another pair of carbs, because one of the carburetors won't be sitting in a bucket of water. It's completely seized up. And you put it, you're able to hear the click when you the diaphragm. That one on that side, the front one's a bit sluggish, though. It's a bit sluggish.
Oh,
It might be okay. It might be okay.
Then you got the exhaust as well that needs to...
Yeah. Exhausts, yeah.
My brother teamed up with a friend of ours and he went over to the trial, the speed
Yep.
over in the desert
Yep.
in America.
Oh yes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, I suppose some of those things, a lot of those.
Yeah, he joined up with a team from New Zealand.
Yep.
And they're just unbelievable what they have.
Mm.
What's going on here, Con?
Time to review. Jag review.
What's going on here?
Jag review update. Bit of cleaning. What are we up to? We've gone through the carbs. So hopefully we don't know, but they're looking like they're going to work okay. Cleaned them out. One of the original ones here looked like it had been somebody left it in a bucket of water, so it's all seized up
Oh,
inside.
she's corroded.
I found another couple of carbs on the good old Facebook Marketplace. Cleaned those up, and yeah, so I've done a bit of digging on the internet into the ignition system, only to discover that this is the early type, which is the unreliable one. So I've tested the resistance on the windings in the distributor, and they don't seem to be right, so it may be fritzed. It may be no good. What I can probably do is put a Hall effect pickup in it at another distributor I've got, maybe convert it into a Hall effect. And then that means that I can run a GM style ignition module on it and hopefully get it running. So,
Cool.
okay, just wandering out to the shed. Put some things away and a brief update. Oh, what's this car sitting here? Anyway, enough of that. Alright, so back onto this this magnificent beast. I mean, it looks quite imposing, doesn't it? It's a Jag. The V12. So, what are we up to? What are we hoping to achieve here? Well, I've gone through the carbs and other things, ignition, etc. So just hoping to do an initial fire up, see if we can get some life out of it, and And then from then on, once we get it to fire up and do all the timing leads, etc., then we will transfer it onto the engine run stand, connect up the radiator, connect it to a radiator and do all the hoses, etc., and then we'll give it a run for a period of time, and then do the compression tests and oil pressure, etc., and determine its condition. So fingers crossed it's just a good running engine, which I don't really want to crack it open. I'm going to have to do some things, but because everything about these old things are expensive. So anyway, we've gone through the carbs and we've sort of got all those working. Well, I'm about to find out. I don't need them. I just need them to run initially, and then I can pull them all apart again and go right through them and fine tune them later on. Of course, I've painted and polished the rocker covers. That's important. Don't worry about any rod knocking or any other noises. That's not important. I think you just got to make it shiny and look great. Digging into the distributor, I don't know if this is any good or not. I sort of put the ohm meter on it, and I don't think it's giving the right values through some of the circuits, so it could be dead. Not sure yet. A little bit more investigating. That's the early electronic ignition, which is not the reliable one apparently. Well, maybe it's just the later one used a Chevrolet GM module. Not a real good rap for Lucas again. Yep, anyway, so yeah, what have we got? Oh, so yeah, this was one of the original carbs over here, which unfortunately was left sitting in a bucket of water, and yeah, I wasn't going to beat the hell out of it trying to break it free. So I found another couple of carbs and went through them, cleaned them up. I had to buy a couple of new diaphragms to let the piston or the whatever you call it slide up and down easily. Got an oil pressure gauge sitting there, so that'll be another step I have to take, is prime the oil system, get some oil through it before I attempt to start it. Yeah, so over the coming weeks I'll be fettling away with this. I'm going to take all the intake manifolds off again. It's sat in a factory for quite some years and got a bit of crap down the intake port, so I just want to clean all those out thoroughly and yeah, make sure all the valves seem to be sealing okay. Sounds like it's got good compression turning over. Yeah, and continue on with the project. So there it is. So far, being a Ford and a Chevy guy all these years, I'm actually quite impressed so far with this engine. I think they were essentially a good, reliable thing, and somewhat over-engineered by Jag at the time, which must have cost them a lot in production, going to all this trouble to build this engine, build this V12 motor, which they ran for quite a few years. But now they have a steel crank, a 4-bolt main, cap screw rods, overhead cam, so yeah, they were quite an advanced thing for their time. Anyway, time will tell.